Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but within the past 2 weeks, I've had fall break, I've had family staying with me, and I just couldn't get anything done. It was just um, an accomplishment to even get up and put on regular clothes. So today I just want to talk about some books that I've recently purchased. My local library had a really great sale, and I always love when they have sales because they have really great books for like 50 and 25 cents, and that is like a steal. And they only do it like maybe 3 times a year, and because of COVID I didn't think they would end up doing it. I follow them on Instagram. They posted something really quickly, and it was like the very next day of the sale, so I was able to go early and I got some books, and I just want to show you guys. And also, if you see me looking around, it is because my dog is right here and refuses to be anywhere but right up under me. Also, I got some accessories that I had been waiting in the mail also to get, and I'm going to show you guys those. So I think before my hot chocolate doesn't look as pretty as what it was before I started this video, I will show you the first thing that I got off Etsy. And it is this cauldron mug that says Witch's Brew. It actually says it on both sides, but because I don't want to spill this, I'm not going to show you. Oh, that's good. That's good. And by the way, all of this stuff is from Etsy that I'm going to... Hi, Conrad. That I'm going to talk about. You can't be in the shot. Move. Alright, there are some bookmarks first I want to show you guys, and I've purchased like 4 at this point. Really, Conrad? Is it my channel or is it yours? I think we got our answer. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to get my dog situated because he's such a mama's boy. He refuses to be anywhere but just underneath my bosom. Okay, so what I was saying, I was going to show you some bookmarks that I got from Etsy. This really cool shop. It goes by the name of Poppy Press Studios, and this girl makes these really, really pretty, aesthetically pleasing bookmarks. So here are all the ones. Ooh, I'm missing one. Oh, that's the one I really want to show you. I bet it's underneath all of my stuff. Oh. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to just post that one on Instagram, or you can just follow the link below and you can see it. Oh no, wow, wow. Okay, so on some of her bookmarks it has like an alternate like picture on the side, so it's like reversible. The one that I wanted to show you and thought that I did not have, so it was facing this way. This is my favorite one, and it is called Plant Mama. Wow, I am so special. Okay, and there's this really cute one with peaches on it. There's nothing on this side, but I mean, peaches are cute. You don't really need to flip it over. And moths. I don't like moths in real life, but they're really pretty on this bookmark. And then the last one is called Countryside. It didn't really look as pretty as it does in person, so I'm really glad that I got it. But look at this. Can you tell it's the countryside? And this is the reverse to that. So yeah, I don't know, it makes it fun to kind of look at when you're reading your books, and I just thought they were cute. I really came through this one, but then she gave me a code that gave me one for free, and I was like, oh, I gotta keep buying them. And the last little few things that I did get, before I show you those, I'm wearing one of the other things that I got. Can you tell? Yeah, you probably can't tell because of my hair. I already tried to show this on camera before filming, so unfortunately you won't be able to see this. Maybe if I can get my editing skills together, I can do a single shot of this up close. if you are a Beetlejuice fan, which I'm finding out that not a lot of people have seen Beetlejuice, which is a crime. You should watch it. But if you have seen it, if you can see this, you'll know what it is. So it is the book that the recently deceased receive after they die. Our two main characters in that movie, they get left this book as soon as they pass away. And I found these on Etsy and I thought it was so cute. Can I put it back in? Okay. All right. And the last couple of things that I got was a bunch of stickers for my journal. I bought a new journal from Barnes & Noble a while ago, and it took me so long to finish my last journal. And I just wanted to make this one just pretty. I wanted to have more fun with it instead of just writing in it, so I got some stickers. Oh, it's all the way back there, or I would show you the journal. It just has books all over it and like yellow lined paper. It's really, really cute. But the first one I got, they'll look like real flowers against the pages. I don't think you'll be able to see that. I'm not even sure what type of flowers they are, but look how they look against my hand. So they look really pretty on the pages. And then that seller sent me free stickers, and look at these little ghosts. I love anything free. Yeah. And then I got a batch of 30 random stickers from another seller. And I also have to try to do like a single shot of these, like kind of panned out. But gosh, I'll show you some of my favorites. Like, look at this latte cup. And they're really thick quality, so they're not like just flimsy. There's that one. Like a little fox. They're supposed to be fall inspired, these 30 set, and I thought I just wanted to see how they went. And this seller too also gave me some free stickers, so I'm not holding that correctly. It's a little balloon, air balloon. And then I love anything with plants, so she gave me a free potted plant. I think that's so cute. But there's too many to just like kind of show you on camera right now. And they're fairly small, but I think that it will be perfect for starting off my new journal. And yeah, that is what I have as far as accessories for this video. And I didn't get them all at the same time, even though I ordered them all together. So that was also another reason why I didn't film within the last 2 weeks, because I was kind of waiting for all of this stuff to show you. Okay, now for the long drawn out part, because I got a lot more than what I'm showing on camera. But I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video. I'm not one to read an entire summary of the book. I'm usually attracted to, I don't know, vague summaries of a book and also covers. I'm just gonna say that. I love a good cover, and that's usually how I judge a book. I don't usually, what's it called, DNF a book? I'm not great with acronyms and terminology, but if I start something, I usually finish it regardless if I'm not really into it. That's just how my brain works. I need to finish it. So, okay, I will start with some of the bigger books. And this first one is called Such a Fun Age. I got this for 50 cents, and I've been seeing this all over the internet, and it's from Reese Witherspoon's book club. And like Oprah's book club, I will read anything with her little stamp on it. So I saw this and I was like, yes, get it. But from what I can understand about this book is that it is about a young African-American woman who is babysitting a white child. I think they go out to the grocery store and something happens where people think she kidnapped this child. And that is all I know, and that is all I want to know, because that is a fear of mine. I My husband is Caucasian, so I have some younger nieces from that side of the family, and I've babysat them since they were children. So that is something that has like crossed my mind way back when. Not something super serious like that, but I do live in a fairly predominantly white community. I'm in Indiana, so I'm like nothing but cornfields around me. But that's definitely something that would be a fear and scary. And it is almost Halloween, so let's do it. The next one it is something that's been on my list. I've seen the movie and it was so beautiful. That is one movie that I could watch over and over again, and it never gets old. And that is Memoirs of a Geisha. Oh, I didn't think I said the author's name on the last one. Oh well, you saw the title. Memoirs of a Geisha from Arthur Golden. And I've always wanted to read the book. Now, the movie was great. I just have a feeling that the book is going to be even better. If you hear that in the background, that's good old Conrad letting his presence be known. This is not my video, this is his video. But anyways, it is about a young Japanese girl, I think. They're in Japan, so I'm just assuming she's Japanese. A young girl by the name of Chio, I think is how it's pronounced. And basically, she comes from a poor family. Her mother dies, and I don't think that her father can afford to take care of her and her older sister. So he sells them off into geisha, which is something that's really culturally that I don't know a lot about, but I find it fascinating. It's not like prostitution, it's more elegant, I guess, in this culture, and you get to see that in here. So it's about her journey after she's sold off into this geishahood. I don't think she immediately becomes a geisha because there's all this debt from the geisha house that has purchased her. So you get to see a little bit of the troubles that she goes through in becoming a woman and also becoming a geisha. So I think it'll be a really good read, and I'm so glad that I got it for 25 cents. It was in my Amazon cart, and I was gonna buy it like a couple weeks ago, so I'm glad that my library had this sale because I've got a lot of things that were on my list, and of course a bunch of things that were not on my list. This next one, I just think just had such a beautiful cover. I read a little bit of like the inside flap, and basically it just spoke about herbology. I love anything to do with herbs and spices, or a book centered around those concepts. So it is called The Mistress of Spices. And I cannot say the author's last name, and well, both last names, because I'm not gonna butcher that, but her first name is Chitra. I'm totally probably botching that, but I tried. But this is such a gorgeous cover, and from what I gather about this, Tilo, it's spelled Tilo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Anyways, inner city Oakland, she owns an herb shop where she provides herbs for the local community for sickness, just various different things. And I think I read the inside of the flap wrong, but I thought it was about magic in some way also. It kind of gives a vague summary about she's not just helping the community with her herbs for health reasons. She's doing it for a number of reasons. And I think it touches base on alien Indians who she's helping through her herb shop. I don't know. That's all I gathered from that. That's all I want to know. But gosh, this cover is just gorgeous. So I had to have it. All right, these next ones, I tried to look up a brief summary of these because I don't even understand it, but I've wanted to read this first book for a really long time. I tried watching the movie a couple of times, but I knew that there was a book, and I know how popular it was, and still is, and I didn't want to ruin it for myself. But the concept is just completely like mind-boggling, so I'm not going to even try and botch what I think I read. I just want to read it. And that is the DaVinci Code by Dan Brown. I've always wanted to read it, so I was super excited when I saw this in the bin. Basically, what I gather from it and what I know a little bit from the movie is that there is, let me just read the back a little bit. Symbologist Robert Langdon, there's a murder in a museum, and he's called because of his specific background and being a symbologist. And there's some weird symbols all over the body, and because of his background in this, he's who they call. And I guess it's also is telling a different retelling of Jesus and Mary Magdalene and this little mystery child that they may or may not have had. And I just think that that's awesome. I love books that talk about religion and the truth behind it, or even if it's just like a non-fictional truth. I just love to see different retellings of that. So I have that. And the second book that I also got from Dan Brown, I thought that this was a sequel to the DaVinci Code, but after reading the summary, I guess it is not. And this is Inferno. Although it has the same character as the DaVinci Code, Robert Langdon, it, I guess, is its own complete book. And reading this summer was kind of like making my brain hurt a little bit. But from what I gather about this also, Robert is called, again, because of what he knows, by the World Health Organization. There's some virus that was let loose, and I don't know the mystery of why they needed to call Robert for that, but without giving too much away for myself, I stopped reading after this. But I guess the person who released this virus wanted to eliminate some of the world's population. I guess he had a theory that the world just had way too many people in it, and he released this virus. I'm sure there's much more behind it than that, but this is the other book that I found, and I can't wait to read it also. So I think I'm really gonna enjoy those. Just to get a quick one out the way, I didn't really look anything up on this, but anything with true crime. That's not only the title of this book, well, The World's Greatest True Crime is the actual title, edited by Colin Wilson. But I love true crime. I just eat it up. Documentaries, I've never really read a true crime book, but from what I've gathered in this, and it's got some mixed media in it, which I loved when I was flipping through the pages. It's just different crimes, I guess, the past, wow, I can't talk, across the past years, decades. I just scrolled through and I saw a picture of Lincoln in here, so I don't know what that's about, but maybe there's a crime I didn't know. But yeah, so here's some of like the mixed media that we can see throughout the book. And can we just stop to like say how great and pristine my library keeps their books? I mean, I expect it. You're a library. You should keep your stuff together. But for 50 and 25 cents for each of these books, I am impressed, because I know even with Amazon, I would have paid some little money for it. Okay, I have 3 more books to go. This next one is the Snowman, and one of the other YouTubers that I've seen on BookTube just talking about this, she brings it up in a lot of her videos, and I'm curious, and all you need to do is tell me that you love a book and I will read it because I'm curious. But that is Jo Nesbo's The Snowman. I don't really love this cover, but I mean, it was the only one that they had, and I had to have it. It was on my list. Basically, it is following a detective. There is a string of murders going on, and does it say? No, I didn't read the back of it. I just know that there's a string of murders going on, and this serial killer, his calling sign is a snowman, to draw a snowman in blood on his victims or somewhere around the crime. And from what I read, as far as like a brief summary online, the serial killer is targeting women who have affairs and have illegitimate children out of the affairs. I don't know if that's giving too much away. I don't think it is. But that's what I got when I looked up book summaries. So that is what this is about. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I expect it to be good. I don't really have a specific genre that I stick to, but I want to get more into reading thrillers, or I usually read like more mystery, so I want to get into stuff that's like a little bit more gory. So I'm glad that I got that. Glad, and it was the only copy, so I was happy to get that. This one had Oprah's stamp on it. And as I said earlier, if it has Oprah or Reese Witherspoon's book club stamp, I'm getting it. I don't care what's on the cover. I don't care what it's talking about. I trust the people who pick their books. I don't care. I've never had a book that had their seal on it that I didn't love or enjoy. And I think the last one that I read was called On Your Knees, and it was a part of Oprah's book club. And I had actually got it at the previous year's book sale from my local library, and it was phenomenal. You know, you couldn't really gather what it was about from the summary on the back of the book, but it was good. So I definitely, I hate to say, but I trust this seal. I just do. So this one is called Icy Sparks, and it is by Gwyn, Hyman, Rubio. And it is set in the 1950s. I love a good timeline jump. About a young 10-year-old girl named Icy Sparks. And she's an orphan. She grows up with her grandparents. And from what I read about this online, is that it's following her journey when she starts to develop Tourette syndrome from the age 10. And I guess it has multiple timelines where it shows her growing up and her experience with this. And it's also the 1950s, so people didn't really understand. They just thought she was just this weird orphan girl, and the things that she goes through throughout her journey, dealing with not only being an orphan child, living with two older grandparents in rural Kentucky, she also starts to develop tics and shouts and body, what am I trying to say? You know what Tourette's is. I can't think of what I was gonna say, but I like that, what that sounds already. So, and I haven't really read a book that talks about Tourette syndrome, so that should be interesting. And the last book, I thought that was gonna take longer than what I initially gathered. I would have added way more books if I would have known that. Let me take a little drink from my cauldron. She's parched. The last book I've also seen online. I don't know what it is about a cover, but I think I've seen mixed reviews on it. I'm gonna read it anyways, and it is The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. And I have seen this all over Instagram, on BookTube, just, I don't know, everywhere. I also get a lot of my book ideas from Pinterest, so I've seen this on one of many lists. What I gather from this is about a nosy woman who's peeking through her window, looking at her neighbors, and she thinks she sees a murder. I don't know if you've seen movies like that, but somebody's not gonna believe her at first, I'm guessing. And maybe she's gonna wind up in some mess because she was being nosy. And you know what you should do? You should just turn the other way instead of looking at your neighbors through your window. I can't talk, I'd be nosy too. But I can't wait to read this. So yeah, that is all the books that I have. That is just some of the things that I wanted to talk about. I want to keep updating and uploading more frequently. I just finished up not finished up, we reached a break in my semester. I'm halfway done with my degree. I'm finishing a bachelor's in business. So it was just a lot going on. So I finally got this past week off for fall break, but I was still working. So I just kind of wanted some time to relax, and I had been really gathering ideas and trying to just be better with each video. I don't know a lot. If you're watching this, you're growing with me, but I have a love for books and I want to talk about it with people because I don't have enough people in my life that I can just, let's talk about books all the time. So yeah, I am now going to carve some pumpkins. I'm trying to do the fall festivities. I binge watch Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town with my sister the past couple of days. And we went to the pumpkin patch yesterday, and I really want to get those pumpkins carved. I don't have a saw though, so I'm gonna use a butcher knife, and I'm gonna try not to cut my fingers off. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, and I also have some homework that I need to do, unfortunately, because tomorrow is Monday. If you're seeing this and watching this in the future, I don't know what day I'm gonna upload this. I would really like to upload this tomorrow. I have a lot going on tomorrow, work, homework. I'm gonna try to go to the gym. I fell off my gym routine, so yeah, but I will say at latest probably by Tuesday. So if you're watching this on Tuesday, or let's say Tuesday, happy Tuesday, and thank you. Bye guys.